Up next, we have a couple of ways that Feral Till tried to diffuse his serious problem with Leviticus 25:23. Did he snuff the wick, or did it blow up in his face? Initially, Till tried to haul out other places where he figured the word mine was used figuratively. What's the first example, Feral?
Jacob was speaking of Joseph here, but Ephraim and Manasseh were not his in a literal sense, in the same way that Reuben and Simeon were Jacob's. The obvious sense of the word mine here was that Jacob considered Ephraim and Manasseh to be his sons just as much as Reuben and Simeon were.
Wow, that was dumber than a box of rocks. Further context makes it clear that the word mine here is used in a secondary and legal and perfectly literal sense. It has a social science justification, since the kids were Jacob's in the sense that he was the family patriarch, and the entire family was his collective community, to whom it was his prerogative to declare a familial blessing. What else, Feral?
If Yahweh meant that every beast was his and all the cattle on 1,000 hills were his in the sense of a strict ownership, this would present problems with the commandment against coveting, as it meant your neighbor couldn't actually own an ox or an ass that you could covet.
Oh boy, that was one that needed a burial at sea. The principle here is the same as we've said about land. God owns the cattle just as he owned the land, but he gave it to people for their use and to conduct such transactions as they pleased. Ultimate ownership and discretion is the key here. What you are coveting in such cases is the right to use the cattle and have them at your disposal. That was how Feral tried to figurativize the word mine. Next up, we'll have a look at how he tried to diffuse a couple of the illustrations we used. See you then.